is completely different. That's because of this thing. This is the Boss GS1 Eurus synthesizer guitar. I have such a hard time saying that word. Synthesizer, that's what I want to say, but it's a synthesizer. This is a traditional guitar, but that also has great Roland Boss synth sounds built in. And you've actually got two separate outputs there where you can output either guitar and synth separately, or you can have a blended output where you can actually put the guitar sound and the synth sound together. That's what I did for the majority of the parts on the song at the beginning of the video, although some of them are just straight up synth. You've got a switch here actually when you're using the blended output that lets you turn on and off the synth sounds. So you can go from just straight up guitar to the synth, or once again you can send them out separate outputs and process them differently with like different effects into different rigs, that kind of thing. We'll take more of a look at the features of the guitar here in a little bit and talk about the traditional guitar pickups, but for now, the purpose of this video basically was for me to show some of the sounds that you can do with this guitar, some of the things it's capable of when combining it with some other effects. Because to me, that's when the sounds get the most interesting. If you take a synthesized sound, blend it with a bit of guitar, and then maybe add something like a muff style fuzz to it, now things get really interesting. Or maybe like a panned filtered delay. So on that first part that you heard, the very straight up synth sound at the beginning of the video, I had a crazy kind of like multi-tap delay going on that. Everybody out there has got pedal boards now, so you're going to use your effects. When you use your own effects and combine some of the sounds that, like otherworldly sounds that this guitar can really make, and then you combine it with effects like the sky's the limit, you can come up with some really unique and original tones. So in this video, I want to solo a bunch of the parts from the song at the beginning of the video outside of the mix so you can hear the different parts in isolation, how those all sound. And then I'm also going to give you a bunch more playing examples where I demonstrate the controls on the guitar, different sounds it's capable of, different features, that kind of stuff. Just a little bit more, what else? There's an editor that allows you to get in and really fine-tune the synthesizer sounds and store your favorite sounds. And then you can have up to 6 of those sounds loaded on this pot right here. So this is a stepped control, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that goes through 6 different sounds that you can, pick, you can tweak them, make them just to your liking, and then store them in the guitar so they're readily available on this 6-way switch. The guitar can be powered by AA batteries right here. I actually chose to use a Boss PSA style adapter. You can plug that in right there and then just go into AC power. And if you're working in the studio, that's just fine, and then you're not like burning batteries out. Battery life though with the AA batteries is up to 9 hours of operation. That's pretty cool. I'm also going to show you how you can incorporate this guy right here. This is an EV1-WL Boss expression pedal. You can link this up to the guitar via Bluetooth, and then you can control all kinds of things with it. So I'm going to show you in a little bit how you can do like pitch bend with the pedal. Okay, let's get on with it. It's the Boss Eurus GS1 electronic guitar. So the guitar has a couple different outputs on it. This one that I'm plugged into right here is the blended guitar and synthesized sound. And then this one right here is just the synth sound. If you're using the blended output, this switch right here allows you to turn the synth on and off. So just with the guitar, and that's just straight DI right into my interface right now. There's no amp or anything. And then if I blend in the synth, so it's kind of nice having the guitar in there too, because it actually gives a little bit of attack. That's, you know, it's always like there's a solidity or something to the tone. There's always just the guitar sound in there mixed with the synthesizer sound as well at the same time. So now this is with no pedal. We're not gonna fall for any of that banana in the tailpipe. So it's super Juno sounding, super like early 80s sounding for sure. And you can tweak the filter just by turning this control right here. And you can tell it's very pick attack sensitive, the filter. But what gets really fun, and what they specifically asked me to kind of show, is when you combine it with guitar pedals. So just like turning on a muff style fuzz. Okay, so let's take like a big fat synthy lead sound, and then let's add some fuzz to it, and then utilize the expression pedal. And I can show you what you can do by using the expression pedal hooked up via Bluetooth to the guitar. So here's the sound right now. It's a big fat kind of synthy lead sound I've got dialed up. And you can see there's filter active on it, and it's kind of pick attack sensitive. If I roll the filter control all the way up, or all the way down, then you have to pick quite hard to get the filter to open at all. So somewhere in there you can find a cool balance. Now let's add some fuzz to that sound. Okay, and now if I use the expression pedal along with that, I can actually get some really cool pitch bend effects going. Right now I've got it set to go up an octave. Okay, so in that last example, you were hearing 100% of the pitch bend sound happening. It was 100% synth output. But now on this sound, check out what it sounds like if I have some of the dry guitar mixed into the sound and use the pitch bend via the expression pedal once again. Okay, and that was just direct, that example. So now I've turned on an amp sim on the channel just with like a clean amp setting. It's the PT100 amp sim from Universal Audio and Brainworks. So now there's like an amp and cab sim. So this would be like equivalent if you're running into like an amp set clean. So check out what that sounds like. And then if I add some fuzz to that, So looking just at the guitar pickups for a second in the guitar and putting the synth sounds aside for a second, it's got a set of humbuckers, 2 humbuckers, and you can do a bunch of split coil sounds as well as full humbucking. So the bridge humbucker sounds like this. Then it does like a split coil sound here. Both pickups together, humbucking. Then a split coil, and I believe this is neck split coil. And then full neck humbucking. Other kind of accoutrements on the guitar. 24 fret rosewood fingerboard. It's a maple neck. It's got kind of a nice sculpted heel here. It's got locking tuners. It's nice to have on a guitar like this. And the bridge looks a lot like a Goto 510. I'm not sure if it is. It's also made in Japan. It's pretty cool. A lot of Japanese companies building guitars now in Indonesia and different countries like that. And those are good guitars too, but they chose to make this one in Japan. I'm always a fan of Japan-made guitars, so that's cool. Thanks for watching my video on the Eurus GS1 Boss electronic guitar. Pretty darn cool, like it opens up a whole world of possibilities. It's a great studio tool, you know, if you want to add some different color to your tracks, to your guitar playing, to your productions. Or it could be like somebody's main deal. I mean, if you developed your sound around this, then it's like, it's gonna be hard to get these sounds out of any other instrument. The kind of crazy, fat, filtered, synthy bass stuff, as well as the you know, straight up square wave lead kind of stuff. And if you combine it with your pedals, I guarantee you're gonna come up with some, you know, wacky, cool signature sounds. And as a guitar, it's really well built, it's nicely made, it plays really good. You can check it out further at the link that you see down there in the video description below. Click there, it'll take you to more info about the Eurus GS1 electronic guitar. Thanks so much you guys for watching. I am Pete Thorn. I'll see you real soon. Take care. Over and out.